What's going on, guys? It's Greg with Tech315, and today I'm going to be talking about the Alto Ts315s. Alright, so first off, I want to go ahead and explain how I got into this, into deciding to go with these guys. I've been doing gigs on the side for many years now. Here the last probably 7 or 8 years, I've used some big, heavy PV speakers. I like PV. I'm not knocking PV by no means. It's just these speakers are heavy. They were non-powered, so I had to carry these big speakers around on top of carrying an amp rack and all this other stuff. And by the time I got to some of these gigs and got set up with the, unloading the speakers, unloading the amp racks, most of the time I had to have somebody help me unload these amp racks because they're so heavy to power these things. Unloading my lights and setting the lights up. My lights itself would take about 2.5, 3 hours to set up. Get all that set up, wired up, DMX, all that stuff. I was wore out. So I decided probably about 6 months ago to go ahead and decide to go with something smaller, something compact. Now I was kind of skeptical, kind of sketchy, or not sketchy, but I was kind of nervous about it as well. I'm sure some of you guys out there were as well, or are as well, about going from something big to something small. Now I'll tell you, so far this is one of the better decisions I've ever made. One of the best decisions I've ever made when it comes to my DJing stuff or my side gig stuff. Now, I'll explain why. The PV speakers I had weighed about 70 pounds a piece. These weigh, I think they're right about 35, maybe 30 pounds. They're not that heavy, 30, 35 pounds. So they're not that heavy. They're light. You can carry with one hand. You can carry both of them, just go. They're easy, they're lightweight. These little dudes right here actually pack a punch, man. They really do. They sound good. They're real clear. They got a lot of bass to them because I like to be able to get a lot of volume out of my speakers, but also like clarity. I don't like cracking. I don't like distortion. I don't like none of that. That drives me nuts. There's some DJs out there that don't care. They'll just crank them knobs up, and as long as it's playing, that they're happy. I don't like that. I like clarity, and I like a good light show to go with the music. Okay. Now, that's why I chose these. Now, I've got 2 of these, but I'm only going to show one. I've also got it on a stool, as you can tell, because I did not bring my speaker stands to make this video. So we got this high dollar piece of filming equipment bar stool here. So so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and kind of explain about it. We got a good solid mesh grill in the front. This is metal. Of course, got the Alto, the light up LED to let you know that they are on. It's all plastic, but they are durable. Don't let that plastic fool you, because they are rugged. And I am happy about the weight. Like I said, that right there alone, well, that was nice compared to my other speakers. Now, on the back, as you see, there's not much going on. Let's bring you in a little closer. Boom, right there. All right, up top, you've got your volume knobs. You got volume 1 and volume 2. Now, what this is if you're going to run 2 speakers, you're going to run basically like your left side, and on the other speaker, you're going to basically put it on volume 1 as well. And what that basically does is that'll basically run left and right, on your sound, obviously. Now, if you're just going to run 1 speaker for whatever reason, maybe a small gig, whatever, just a small little house party or whatever it may be, you can run your left and right here, so you'll have a full, you have the full music. You won't just have like a left side. You won't have just the right side of the music. You'll have the full music. Now, you get contours and the grounds and stuff. Now, that's more pertains to whether if you're going to be doing outside, how loud you're going to be pushing these, if you're running them together, how many you're running. It's not really that impressive, so I'm not really going to get into it because it really doesn't matter on those to an extent. I just keep mine off. I don't ever turn them on because I just leave them off. Like I said, there's nothing really impressive going on the back, just volume knobs and inputs. Now, this one actually uses, like this one, this little, basically like a microphone cord. You use that one, or it's also got, I believe they refer to it as a 1/4-inch jack. Basically the same plug that goes into like a guitar. You can plug those right in the center as well if that's what you have. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing around, and I'm going to play some music through it so you can get an idea of how good they sound. Now, with this microphone, I don't know how well it's going to sound with this mic I'm using. I hope you get a good example, I guess, of how it sounds. Because like I said, I want you to hear the lows, I want you to hear the highs, and how clear it sounds. Now, I can't guarantee you're going to hear it, but I hope you do. And let's get going. said, I hope you were able to hear that. I hope that will give you a good example, a good idea of how it sounds. If not, I could try to make another video later on and post another video of how loud these things get. I'm not going to do it right now because these things do get loud, and that's another reason why I like them. I tried to read as much as I could about these. I tried to find videos. There's not a lot of videos online about these, the TS315s from Alto. So I decided to go ahead and make one for you guys. Like I said, if you have any questions or comments, please comment below. I'll do my best to comment back. If you have any suggestions of another video with this thing, feel free to, like I said, comment. Like I said, I have 2 of these. One of them sounds great. 2 of them sound even better. As of now, I'm not even gonna worry about buying a sub because these things hit. I mean, they hit good. They really do. So right now, I'm not even gonna worry about buying a sub. I was gonna buy the 2 of these and a sub, but man, the guy even told me, he's like, dude, he said, just start with these first, see how you like them. Because a lot of people just like the speakers itself. You don't have to get a sub. I'm impressed with them. I like them. I compared them with some of the EVs. These sound better than the EVs. They handle more power than EVs. I tried these against some of the JBLs. These sound better than JBLs. They have a lot, like full range. I mean, and I'm not knocking Electro Voice EV or anything like that. I'm not knocking JBL. They're both good brands. They really are. But I like the sound that I get from these. And like I said, I'm impressed with them. I enjoy them, and I know if you get them, you're gonna like them too. They're not paying me to try to sell these things. I'm just doing this on my own. Like I said, if you're starting out, you want something good, go with these, man. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. I promise you won't. Because like I said, these things got good highs, good lows, and they sound good. So like I said, that's going to be it for this video. If you have any questions, comments, comment below. Don't argue, don't fight. Keep it simple. Until next time.